when there's something incongruent, when there is a lack of reconciliation in our lives, when we haven't even truly opened up to ourselves and been honest and sincere and vulnerable. Everybody resorts to manipulation. I don't care who you are. If you have not allowed yourself to be vulnerable, you have resorted to manipulation. Those two things go hand in hand with each other. To be sincere and to be vulnerable. And we manipulate people in many different ways. When we lack power in our lives, when we feel like we are the victims of circumstance and habits, when we feel like we have no control, because we've been living a lie and limiting our power for so long, thinking we're right, or even knowing we're wrong, but not wanting to admit it. That we have no option. If you want something in this world, if you are in that state of being, in that state of mind, you have to force a manipulation on someone. There's not another choice in that situation. If you want to get something, those people who have not opened up to themselves. I'm not talking about opening up to a stranger or another person. I'm just talking about opening up to yourself, opening up to God within you, opening up about your mistakes, about your qualities, about your characters, about yourself, who you are, everything, for bad or for worse. Even the good. If we don't have a full assessment of everything that we are, how can we have the humility to accept of what God is? Remember, I said humility is seeing life exactly as it is. People have an ego, overinflated sense of what humility is. They think humility means putting yourself down to make your light shine dimmer. Humility is just knowing exactly who you are. No better, no worse. If you're a good writer, there's nothing wrong with saying you're a good writer. If you're a bad writer, don't say you're a good writer. Because then in that situation, what do you have to do? Manipulate, hide, protect. And a lot of times we don't realize the manipulation because it's almost coming from a place of innocence for a lot of people. Maybe not everybody, but for some people, it really is coming from a place of innocence. And so it's hard for them to understand that what they're doing is bad, that what they're doing is manipulation because they feel like they're a good person. And when they feel like they're a good person and they have to acknowledge that they're actually doing something that's not so good, it destroys everything that they thought they were. They're no longer that good person. I think for me, the easiest answer for anybody who says, why am I not growing? Or why can't I seem to go the next point or the next step in my life? Why can't I reach enlightenment? It's not because it's difficult. It's not because it's hard. It's not because it's impossible. It's because you just don't want it. And sometimes that's fine. Sometimes we need to go through experiences in life. We need to go through different situations in order to learn what it is that our soul really wants. We seek out perfection in experiences. We want the perfect wedding day. We want the perfect experience, this perfect spiritual experience. We want the perfect relationship. We want the perfect everything. And we're not realizing that that perfection is the soul's longing for that divine perfection.